you doing? My name is Britt. I'm a loctician in DeSoto, Texas. But most people are familiar with Dallas, so I know you're not from Dallas, Judy. But I am a loctician in DeSoto, Texas. I'm so nervous because I can't believe I'm making this video. Judy, I met you at the Sisters in Business Expo in Atlanta last year, and it was one of the best moments that I've had experienced, especially as it relates to growing in my career. And I'm gonna say a lot. I'm really nervous. Like I said, I can't believe I'm making this video, but I'm making it with purpose. I will say that. I admire your story. I followed you, Jessica. I started following you like right before you made your million. Like I remember seeing you all over social media with Super, and I was like, who is this? Who is this lady? You know, you would always have very, very colorful hair. It was very bold. You dressed boldly. Like it was like you knew you was that. You get what I'm saying? So I love that about you. And just to see that that was possible for you, to see that that was possible for Super, I'm just like, oh my goodness. That's just something that I feel like I can achieve as well. And so I started off, not in here actually. I was a CBS caseworker for 5.5 years. I worked for Child Protective Services. So that was that. You know, that's a very stressful, high demanding job. You know, I worked it, so I couldn't work it anymore. When I decided to leave in 2020, it was kind of scary. You know, I'm like, I'm leaving a job that I'm used to. Like, I know how it works. I know when they pay me. I know when the check don't hit. And now I'm about to work for myself. You know, so I was like, okay. So I was doing hair on the side a little bit anyway. I knew what kind of money I can make. You know, so that was the good thing about it. I'm like, you know, if I grind real hard and I do hair every day, I should be pretty good, you know, to take care of me and my children. And so when I made that decision to leave, my last day was December 31st of 2024, and then I started cosmetology school January 21st. It was January 21st, whatever. I just knew it was January 2021. And then I finished in August of that year, and I've been doing hair nonstop ever since. I did have moments where I missed like my social work field, and so I did go back to work for like a mental health clinic. I missed just being at the shop, having my own schedule, doing my own thing. So I came back. And so it has been up and down for me just learning the business when I decided that I no longer just wanted to be a stylist. Like, this is my profession. This is my career. And so what do I want to do? How do I want to elevate? What do I want to be known for in my business? And just if I'm being honest with you, it has took such a long time for me to find that. And at one point, my passion for hair, it was gone. I was just working papers. Like, I'm just doing hair to barely make it. And so for a moment, like, I just really wanted to not do it anymore. When I got a love for it again, I just wanted to give it my all and make it the best thing that I've ever been able to achieve. And every year, I get better and better and better. And so the deeper I go into the business of hair, the more that I figured that I want to be on the education and product side of cosmetology. And I have been thinking so much about how to share home care knowledge to clients and customers so that in between appointments, they're caring for their hair. I wrote a PowerPoint, and my PowerPoint is for something that I'm working on that's connected with my business. And so my husband read it, and he says, you need to turn this to like a manual or something. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, like this is really good information. And so I attended a vendor event on September 27th. And so when he said that I should turn it to a manual, I decided to combine my gifts of loving to create. I love to make things. I made me another book. Judy, you took a picture with my first book, and you are also in this book. So this is my new book. I'm gonna show you my old book. Hold on. This is my book from last year. And then this is the back of my book, and this is how you actually took the picture. And you in my new book, so I'm about to show you. Okay, so this is my new book. And so what I did was I combined the knowledge that I had that I'm going to create for my manual, and I decided to just take a snippet of it and put it in here. I don't want to put too much because I feel like what I got is good. So I don't want to give it all away. Sometimes I can give so much, and I should be getting something in return, if that makes sense. I feel like I have given kindly, and I want to continue to give, but now I want to be able to reap so that I can give more. Right? And so that's where I'm at the point of my life and wanting to grow my business. And I'm going to wrap this up because it's already been 7 minutes, and I don't think you're going to watch it. Okay? I don't know if you're going to watch it. But this is my book, and then I'm going to go to the page. I want you to see the page where, that's my babies. And it's me. But I want you to see, girl, I want you to see where I took the picture. Hold on. Wait a minute. I was trying. Look, I know. What you put up. She a therapist, girl. She's a black therapist, and she's a singer. Her name is Honey Dave, and her name is Dr. Letitia Thomas. Okay. Look at my beautiful clients. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. Where is Judy? I need to stop. Well, I don't think you're okay. Okay. There you go. Look at you, yeah. You mentioned in your video that you want to travel to cosmetology schools, you want to travel to salons, and you want to teach. And I love the idea of giving knowledge. Like, I love it, love it, love it. To be honest with you, I have very, very small following, so I'm not that person that's gonna jump out at you. I'm still trying to build my confidence in posting more on social media. To hear you talk about wanting to give knowledge and give back and share everything that you have learned from standing behind the chair, and now you're in front of the chair, and now you have your own product line and things like that. There's so much knowledge that you can give, because you gave me so much knowledge when I met you in December of 2024. I know you said you're trying to do a tour, but in the month of April 18th to be exact, because I circled it on my calendar and I wrote it down in my booking system, because I was like, look, this is gonna happen. So in 6 months, I want to have my own educational seminar about hair, teaching clients how to care for their hair. My hope is that if I can collab with you, what would I need to show you for you to feel like being present in my event? Somebody that, like I said, I don't have a large following, and it's a lot of my fault. I will say that, but I am, I'm an intimate type person, and so I'm just now getting around trying to, find my way in big crowds. And my skill has grown so much as a loctician. Majority of my business has boomed because of how I do locks, and my clients love the way that I do their hair and care for their locks and care for their hair. My natural hair clients that decided they want to transition from relaxer back onto natural, I help them through that process. Just keep their hair healthy. My thing is, if you got a healthy scalp, then we can get that hair to grow. There's a lot of black women that don't really know how to care for their hair. I did not think that it was such a large group of black women that you just don't feel confident enough to know what they're doing with their hair. I am building my own product line. I honestly don't know if this will be a conflict of interest. I would hope that you would see it as a collaboration. You have so many years of knowledge. I'm 5.5 years in the game, and there's still so much more that I know that I'm going to learn. If I could just touch shoulders with you, and it be that way, I think it's amazing. Whenever I think about you, Judy, I always think about how much you give away. And so when I said it in my video, I hope that it wasn't taken as I'm not a giver, but sometimes you can give so much that you deplete it, and then you have nothing to show for what you work for. And so I feel like I'm at a time, and I feel like God is telling me this is my time, and it's up to me what I do with it. Either I'm going to sit on my hands and continue to keep all my talent behind the chair, or am I going to step out of my comfort zone and share with the world. So Judy, I worked on my hair gel that I made. I worked on it for 8 months. When I felt like I got the formula right, I launched it to start selling it. It's my first product, my NTL product line, which stands for Natural Transition Locks. And so it's just been really amazing, just to have people buy my product, say so many positive things about my product. But I do know that there's so much more. There's so much more that I need to learn. And so if I am given the opportunity to share another space with you, Judy, I hope for it to be in a light such as education, teaching, just giving you shared knowledge, things like that. If you can give me 6 months to put my seminar together, and if you're still interested, could you reach out and we can collab and make it something nice? I'm in the Dallas, Texas area. Actually, I'm specifically in DeSoto. That's where my salon suite is, and I've been here for a while. I do love it. I do want more, but I do love it because it is where I've been able to grow the most. And so, Judy, you think you give me 6 months, girl, to put something together, and then we can collab? I would love to do an education seminar with you. It's nighttime for me. I'm still at the shop. I literally just finished up my last client. So I just want to say, I hope you have an amazing night, and may God continue to bless you, and allow you to be a blessing to so many people. Because when I met you, oh my goodness, just getting to hug you was such an amazing feeling. I mean, girl, every single person that you made contact with, it was like you gave us all our individual time. Like you didn't rush anyone. Like you was just so sweet, so open, so genuine, so calm. And that's what I love the most. So when I went up there and I said, can I give you some love? Girl, I told God that if you let me see her, I'm going to talk to her. And I'm going to get her the biggest hug so she can rub off all that goodness and that she had on her on me. Because, baby, you are doing it, baby. Okay, so let me get up here. That's all I got to say, Jessica. But yeah, my name is Britt, and I'm a lactician in DeSoto, Texas. And I am now walking into building my own product line. So, Judy, I hope to hear from you. Much love to you. And I just really hope that I hear from you. Have a good night. Peace.